Invitational Match 2 here on day 2 features the number 4 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, last year's national runner-up. They enter the match at 5-1 overall, and they will take on the favorites out of the Missouri Valley, the Northern Iowa Panthers. I'm John Schreiner alongside Jacqueline Taylor, former Creighton Bluejay. We'll have all the action for you here tonight in the nightcap in this Bluejay Invitational. Jacqueline, this Louisville squad is loaded. Their front line is absolutely fabulous. And on the other side, you've got the UNI Panthers. Though they play at a little different level than Louisville, they are one of the most consistently good programs in the country. And there's a little bit of a human interest story in this one. The head coach of the UNI Panthers is Bobby Peterson. Her daughter, Peyton Peterson, is one of those outsides that you mentioned. So it's mother against daughter on both sides of the net tonight. And we're underway with Louisville in the first serve. Reese Booth gets the first set. And the shot by Lily Dykstra is blocked back the other way. And Louisville gets the first point here in set number 1. Booth with the set. Dykstra the swing. Comes to the Louisville side. Set to the middle. Cressy can't get it across. They push it over. Here's Peterson. Push to the outside. Louisville scrambling. It's off the hands of the libero Schrand and out for a UNI point. We're tied at 1. So Lily Dykstra will send it away. Dykstra was second team Missouri Valley last season. They set to the middle. Cressy puts it away. Kara Cressy on the ABCA Player of the Year watch list, and she is long and powerful.
Louisville's going to be really successful tonight when they get Kara Cressy the ball.
2-1 Louisville in front. It'll be Hannah Kenny, a serving specialist, to send it across. Nearly gets the ace. Played over by UNI. Near side, Cressy on the slide. It was not touched on the way through. Point to the Panthers.
That's a good run there by Cressy, going behind Cabello on that ball. She is super effective, not only in front of the setter, but also behind.
Here's Marin Bixby, the redshirt freshman out of Dike, Iowa. And she serves into the net to give the point back to Louisville. Louisville coming off a 4-set victory over Creighton last night in this very building. The only loss on the season for the Cardinals. They dropped a 5-setter to number 2 Texas. And that's a short serve off the hand of Peyton Peterson. Gives the point right back to Northern Iowa.
That match against Texas was just this past Wednesday. That was a fun match to watch. 2-point difference in that 5th set.
Louisville, last year's national runner-up. They were also runner-up in 2022 under the direction of Danny Busboom Kelly, who's now the head coach at Nebraska, who's the number 1 team in the country currently. And Dan Meskey, her assistant, has taken over. He was 8 years as the associate head coach at Louisville. He now takes the reins of a ready-made program. It's a good situation to step into. Molly Wilson sends it across. Here's the set from Schaefer, the freshman. It's blocked. Cabello got up and rejected it.
UNI runs a 6-2, so here they got their freshman setter, number 12, Schaefer, in the game to set for the Panthers. Wilson
Sends it over. Schaefer the set to the near side for Hartman. Hartman, good shot. And Louisville can't handle it. And it's out for a UNI point. Cassidy Hartman there. 23 kills in their win over Iowa State. It was a career high. And she's preseason all MVC. She'll be the one to watch on the attack for the Panthers. 1 point lead for Louisville. Cabello sets it. Good set. But a net violation on UNI stops the play. That was Peyton Peterson coming around to hit the ball down into the floor here at DJ Sokol Arena. But the net violation gives the point to the Cardinals. 6-4. There's a set from Schaefer using the middle. Pushed back across. Schaefer again comes to the near side. It's blocked. Dykstra rejected. Kalissa Blackshear got up high.
That's a big block there with Blackshear and Sherman. Middle right side connection right there.
6-5 and 6-6.
Yeah.
Serve from Cabello. Schaefer sets to the right side this time, and it works to perfection. Good swing from the redshirt freshman, Isabel Elliott.
In order for UNI to be successful in this match, they're going to have to get their right side going. Their outsides have been tested. We know that they can score. It's their right sides that are going to have to put up some good numbers tonight.
There's a libero, Jaden Peterson. She attacks her opposite number. Pushed across by Louisville. Schaefer behind the 10-foot line. The set for Hartman. Dug out by Louisville. They'll send it far side. Big swing. Good dig on the back line for Hartman. Go near side. Down the line in the corner. What a shot, Lily Dykstra.
That was that UNI defense right there. We got Hartman laying out in the back, and then that connection to Dykstra on the outside for the down the line kill.
7-6 Louisville in front. Second serve for Peterson. Cabello tight to the net. Sets it to the middle. Good dig. Near side, Dykstra. She's blocked. Stays on the UNI side. They'll go Dykstra again. She looks that corner again. And it's out. Couldn't find that back corner this time as she did on the last one.
Another good defensive play there for UNI. Jaden Peterson digging that 2-ball from Chloe Chicoine down the middle.
8-6 the score. Chicoine the serve into the net. First 15 points have been tightly played. Stayed within a 1 or 2 point difference. Louisville has been in control, but it's still tight. Reese Booth comes back in to serve. Booth, the daughter of a longtime Creighton coach Kirsten Bernthal Booth. Booth the set, far side, big swing, but it's out. UNI asking for a touch, and they get it. And now perhaps there's a challenge coming, and they will challenge the touch. Louisville says they did not touch it. Dan Meskey pulling the green card here, as the point would give Northern Iowa an 8-all tie. So he wants to review it. We'll see what the decision turns out to be, but this has been a good start to this first set. You would think Louisville, number 4 in the country, they would come out and be dominant, but the Panthers have been fighting with them and stayed right in this thing.
Yeah. If you remember, you talked about how Louisville made it to the national championship last year. They actually played the UNI Panthers in the second round.
They did.
It was a tough 5-setter heartbreaker for Northern Iowa. So it's kind of a rematch of that second round match from last December.
That was a 3-2 win for the Cardinals on their way to reaching the national championship game, where they fell. But it was another great season for Louisville volleyball. Danny Busboom Kelly has built them into one of the premier programs in the country before coming back to Nebraska.
They've got a lot of new pieces this year as well. Chloe Chicoine, Peyton Peterson on the outside. Nylise Cabello last year, she ran a 6-2. This year, 5-1, and then Camden Schran as libero.
And Cabello was the freshman of the year in the ACC last season. And she returns. He's averaging over 10 assists per set here in the early season. Back to action, and the challenge goes the way of Louisville, so they lead at 9-7. Set to the middle, blocked. UNI can't keep it off the floor. It's another point to Louisville. So after that challenge, it would have been 8-8. Now it's 10-7 after the Louisville point. Dan Meskey doing a good job using that challenge to give his team the advantage. This is an overpass put right back down. And here comes the big run from Louisville. We saw them do it against Creighton last night. They used big runs to get that tight 4-set victory.
That was Peyton Peterson right there with the overpass kill right to Jaden Peterson. In the crowd here, we got a lot of fans wearing this purple
yeah.
and red shirt with the number 21 on it for Jaden and Peyton. I'm not sure they know who to cheer for.
Yeah, both they're sisters, and they both wear number 21. So there is a contingent of fans along the far stands with half purple, half red shirts. You can probably see them in the center of your picture there. Number 21 Peterson, obviously cheering for both. But it's a timeout called by Northern Iowa as they feel this one starting to slip a little bit. The runs we talked about, 11-7, the Cardinals in front. And we'll see what Bobby Peterson has drawn up in the huddle as Louisville's gone on a little bit of a run. After that challenge, it looked like the Panthers were gaining some momentum, but it's been all Louisville since. It'll be Camden Schran. She's already got an award this season. She was named MVP of the Cardinal Classic, the tournament hosted by Louisville. Reese Booth the set to the middle. Big swing off hands. Cabello near side. It's kept alive by Peterson. And a big swing out of the back row, and a big reaction after the kill by Cassidy Hartman.
That was a big swing from Cassidy Hartman out of the back row, just painting that back end line.
And that's good out of the timeout for Northern Iowa. They cut the lead down to 3 now. Taryn Rice, good serve. Cabello, near side, Blackshear, overpass on the dig. Kept alive. Far side roll shot, overpass back to UNI. Booth to the middle. In the donut, pancake dig for Cabello. Panthers keep it up. Tight to the net, joust won by Cressy. She's going to win most of those.
Yeah, that ball control there for UNI just got a little out of hand. Good fight in that rally.
And Kara Cressy, the redshirt senior, 6 feet 6 inches tall. Had 14 kills last night against Creighton. Got 3 already here today. Booth the set near side. Hartman goes cross court, the overpass. They watch it out of bounds. It's a point for the Panthers. And Hartman's been good to start this one for Northern Iowa.
Good cross court swing there. Chloe Chacoin, the outside. Typically outsides will play middle back. Here Louisville has Chloe Chacoin specifically playing left back, digging that cross court ball.
On the serve, Bixby puts it into the net. 13-9 now, Louisville in front. And Peyton Peterson will send it across. Pushed back to the near side. Cabello was wise to it. On the far side, kept up. Hartman, big swing into the block. And 4 contacts on the Northern Iowa side. Gives the point to Louisville. Chacoin is one of those players as an outside at only 5'10". It uses that tremendous leaping ability. Swung into the block and scored.
UNI these past few years, Louisville these past few years has been known for those undersized outsides. Anna DeBeer Looper last year for Louisville, they both were undersized, and this year you see a little bit more, 2 more undersized Louisville outside hitters, and they get it done.
The kill was Callie a club to get the Panthers back to within 4, and right on cue, Kara Cressy delivers the point. And Cressy will check out. Hannah Sherman in at the middle spot. Molly Wilson, the senior out of Murrieta, California. And the officials weren't ready for that serve. And now they give the signal. Wilson will send it across proper this time. Schaefer coming to the near side for Elliott. Chacoin. And it's off the hands of Kate Schaefer. Just kind of got caught in between whether she wanted to go down with the wrists or keep it up with the fingertips. And usually when you're caught in between, the results are that.
Smart shot there by Chacoin, going down the line, trying to take that setter out so UNI's a little bit more out of system.
Schaefer set overhead, far side, overpass, pushed across, kept alive by Peterson. They'll go Hartman again. She uses the block and scores it. 16-11. Louisville still in front.
Four kills for Hartman, already hitting 250 to start this match.
She's been the offensive bright spot for the Panthers here in the first set. Serve touches the tape. Cabello down to the knees. Pushed across, kept up by Elliott. Now back row for Hartman. Got another. Well, UNI is pumping the ball to Hartman, and she is delivering points. No matter where she is on the court. Left side, right side, back row. And now she'll serve. Cabello, the set. On the slide, Hannah Sherman puts it down to end the threat from UNI, 17-12.
Louisville running those middles behind again. That really helps to spread out that UNI block and keep them honest with shifting to the outside as well to get two blockers on Chacoin. Should start to open her up a bit.
There's Nialise Cabello, the sophomore out of Florida. Schaefer sets near side. Dykstra blocked, and it stays in.
There's that big block again for Louisville with Blackshear up there.
A timeout used by Northern Iowa. And want to talk this thing over. Louisville leading 18-12. First set. Cardinals have just slowly inched away after it was 8-7.
Louisville has...
It looked like UNI was going to tie the match until that challenge that was won by Louisville, and they've kind of creeped away since then.
Yeah, Louisville's been playing a really, really steady game to start this first set. 18 points in. They haven't made a ton of errors. One attacking error here for Louisville to start compared to 7 for Northern Iowa.
Yeah, they've played very clean. Something that I know coaches really love to see. Keep those errors down. You win a lot of matches when you commit fewer attack errors than your opponent.
It's a good recipe for success.
Panthers back out to the floor. Dan Meskey still has his team in the huddle. And now the Cardinals are ready. And you mentioned it, that Louisville can just put so much size on the floor. They have multiple players that are 6'3" or taller. And for Northern Iowa, that's maybe the difference, is they don't have anyone in the front line other than Oldendorf, who comes in and substitutes in the middle, who stands 6'3" or more. Schaefer goes far side, it's blocked.
Yeah, I think that goes back to the type of athletes that are recruited to these schools. UNI, a very, very successful program, picked to win the MVC year after year. Just a little bit more undersized. Louisville, a little bit physical, picked to get second in the ACC this year in the preseason poll. Schaefer
sets Oldendorf to the middle, kept up by Cabello. Set by the libero to the far side. Chacoin is blocked. And you have to think that when Chacoin's on the outside, that's when Northern Iowa really has to focus in on the block, right?
That's correct, and that's why Louisville's trying to run it behind as much as they can. Here you see Chacoin pulling over to pass on the right side of the court. She likes to run in front here.
Set Blackshear this time, kept up by Schaefer. Sent to the outside, off the fingertips, kept up. Blackshear, cross court, too wide. And Northern Iowa back to within 5 at 19-14. Jaden Peterson, the libero, try to serve another. Pushed far pin. Blackshear, good swing.
Blackshear, just a freshman, super high reach on her approach there, able to get over that block. It's hard to dig a ball that goes over the block.
Alyssa Blackshear, the freshman from Lomita, California. She's already had 13 kills in a match. That came against Illinois in a 3-1 win. They'll go far side this time. The Panthers got the touch, got the point.
Good high swing on the right side there. Once again, UNI is going to have to get their right sides involved.
And now Reese Booth back in. She'll do the serving. 20-15, Louisville in front. Good serve from Booth. Cabello. Blackshear in the middle, pushed back across. Chacoin sends it outside for Peterson. Blocked, and it's out. Panthers thought they had the block stuff, but it just edged its way outside the line for the Louisville point. Camden Schran. Booth. Did a lot of work just to get there. It's pushed across by Hartman. Far pin. Peterson blocked.
Good block set up there on Peterson. She had a really strong night last night against Creighton. UNI's keying in on her early to slow her down.
Yeah, Peterson, you mentioned it. She had 18 kills against Texas in that lone loss, and she had 18 kills last night against Creighton. Her season high was 20 against Illinois, so she's a potent outside hitter. If you're going to slow down Louisville, it probably starts right there.
Yeah, she's got all the shots in the book. Her and Chacoin have a similar game. Undersized, crafty outside hitters hitting all the shots. That's a hard type of hitter to stop.
5-point lead for Louisville, 21-16. And there is a review underway.
I believe Louisville is challenging whether or not that ball was outside of the antenna in the middle of that point.
There was a question after Hartman had to track it down well out of bounds and play the free ball across. From our vantage point, it looked like it was maybe right over the antenna, if not outside.
Yeah, it was for sure close.
Unfortunately, tonight we don't have the benefit of showing you all the replays. There's also a Creighton soccer match currently going on just across the road at Morrison Stadium. So the staff is a bit divided tonight here at Creighton University, but Jacqueline and I will be with you the whole time. We're not going anywhere, and we'll try to explain what we can. Here's a look at the review.
That's the block.
Are they checking for a net violation, perhaps? Anyway, Louisville will be back in action tomorrow. They'll play Rice in the first game of the Sunday action tomorrow. And then Creighton and these Northern Iowa Panthers will close out proceedings on the Bluejay Invitational.
Yeah, this is a great tournament for all four teams, right? They get a good RPI boost for all the teams they play and good competition with quality programs all around.
And the call is upheld, so it's a point to the Panthers. And a little premature on the substitution. The down official hadn't signaled it yet. And now Rice is ready to serve. Taryn Rice, redshirt sophomore out of Northville, Michigan. Good job by Cabello to keep that from going over the net. And just well done to keep it on her side and allow her team to attack and get the point.
Great save by Cabello. That's a hard play to make as a setter. Ball's coming from behind you, reaching over the net without touching the net or going under the center line. Great play.
And Kenny in to serve it. Booth from the 10-foot line. Hartman near side blocked, kept alive, and Hartman with the free pass over. Cabello from the middle tried the second ball attack, didn't get over the net, stays on the Louisville side. Point Panthers.
Good idea there from Cabello, just wasn't able to execute it right to the level that she wanted.
22-17. Panthers trying to fight back in. The serve from Bixby. Cabello outside. Chacoin kept up. Comes near side. Hartman went for a deep swing, looking for a touch. There wasn't one. And now Louisville 2 points away from taking the first.
Good high swing. I think Hartman there is going for those high hands.
Serve from Chacoin. Booth, the set outside. Kept up by Kenny. Back row, Chacoin blocked. And a good setup in the middle by Oldendorf to get the rejection. (23-18). Isabel Elliott checks in on the front row. Kate Schaefer will serve. Chacoin was blocked, pushed across. Now to the near side, Hartman. Good cross-court swing, but kept up by Schrand. They'll go outside Chacoin again. Rice on the back row has it. Near side, Hartman blocked. Cabello and Cressy forming a wall on the near side, and it's set point Louisville.
That first wing there, Hartman had the seam, and Schrand over there was able to dig it. Now you see Hartman pulling to the right side of this court to run behind the setter, split the blocker a little bit more.
Molly Wilson to try and finish out the first. Cross-court swing is wide, and that'll do it. Louisville 25-18. They take the first set. Good fight from the Panthers, but that big run in the middle of the set that put the 5-point lead up. And Louisville just extended it as they went along.
A lot of defense here on both sides of the court. Louisville hit 139. UNI ended up with negative 025. What really sticks out to me in that first set is that Louisville had 7 blocks.
Yeah, that's the size difference showing up in the statistics, right?
Yeah. As a comparison, they averaged 2.95 on the year, so that's over 4 above the average there for Louisville. Great blocking set for them.
All right, we'll be back with the second set here from day 2 of the Bluejay Invitational, with the Louisville Cardinals leading 1-0 over the Panthers of Northern Iowa.
Yes. Yeah. It feels less stressed too without everyone in here. Yeah. This would have been a nice one to have first.
John Schreiner, Jacqueline Taylor back with you here from DJ Sokol Arena. Louisville takes set 1 over the Panthers of Northern Iowa. Switch ends of the floor and a very balanced attack from Louisville in that first set. Kara Cressy had 4 kills, 2 from Sherman, Peterson, and Blackshear. And on the other side, it was the Cassidy Hartman show. She had 5 kills for the Panthers. They had nobody else above 2.
Yeah, I think in this second set, UNI is going to have to get a bit more creative with their offense. Spread out the Louisville block just a bit in order to be a little bit more successful.
14 attacks for Hartman in set 1. By far the most of any player on the floor.
Five kills, 5 errors for Hartman there. She's leading the attack.
Panthers will serve first, then it'll be Reese Booth. Cabello to the near side, Blackshear off hands. Kept alive by Peterson. They go far side, Dykstra. Dug out of the back by Schran. Now near side, Peterson puts it away.
Good kill there from Peyton Peterson. She is just so explosive off the ground, adding in that fast arm swing right cross court in that seam on the defense.
First point of this second set to Louisville. And here's Hannah Kenny. Deep serve from her. We're back to level. Dykstra the serve for the Panthers. Comes off the hand of Schran. And Peterson will have to free pass over. To the far side, Hartman using the block, and she scores again.
That's what UNI has to do in order to get some points here. Going off high hands, Louisville has a big block in front of them, but painting the corners of that block, hitting high hands, that's going to be a harder shot to defend.
Dykstra, second serve. Cabello, near side, cross court swing, Peterson. That was a good shot.
That's going to be a tough shot to start. 4-4, thumb down, right to that off blocker, between that off blocker and that left back.
Peterson goes back to serve, and her mother is the coach of Northern Iowa. And a little miscommunication on the back row for the Panthers gives a freebie to the Cardinals. And when you're playing the number 4 team in the country, you don't want to give them free points.
No, you do not. I bet UNI is going to want to have that one back.
3-2. Booth chases it down, goes Hartman on the far side. It's blocked, pushed across. What an alert play by Kalia Clubb.
Great job there by Clubb, waiting for the ball to come onto her side of the net. She can't reach over to the net, else it would be a violation. She did a good job being patient there.
Tied at 3. Bixby. Cabello the set, near side, Chacoin. She had it blocked. It comes back to Chacoin. She'll push it over. Set from Booth, near side, Clubb. Just rolled it across. Chacoin, roll shot, tipped at the net and down. Well, Chacoin hasn't been able to score with the hard shot, so she takes something off of it and finds an empty spot on the floor. She does have a tremendous vertical leap, Chacoin. Clubb unable to get it down. They'll go Chacoin again. Cross court, kept up by Peterson to the middle, pushed over, kept up by Louisville. Chacoin again, and that stayed in the net.
Louisville's getting pretty reliant on Chacoin here. Would like to see them use their middle just a bit more, especially on that in-system ball, in order to keep those blockers honest.
Chacoin with back-to-back points for the Cardinals. They lead at 5-3. Here's Molly Wilson again. Outside Hartman, Touched on the way through to slow it down. Chacoin, big swing, and that went off hands, and it was too tall for Reese Booth.
So really great spin by Chacoin, going high fingertips off the top of that block. As that undersized outside hitter, that's the best shot. Hitting high off right to the ceiling, make that defense run it down.
3 straight for Louisville. Can the Panthers answer here? Club, she does.
Calumet Club's been really efficient here in this match so far. That's her 4th kill. 2nd behind Hartman.
She's been better here in this 2nd set for sure. 6-4, Louisville in front. From the back row, tipped across, diving Peterson. And a point to Louisville on the overpass, put down out of the middle. Hannah Sherman was on top of it. Cabello to serve it now. Schaefer, he'll go near side. Hartman using the block again. But Hartman's been good on those tools today.
She has. She is going right at the hand of that blocker, hitting that outside hand for a kill.
And now Hartman will try to serve UNI back into this match. They trail it 7-5. Cabello, black shear, blocked, pushed back across. Louisville somehow scrambles it across. Comes back to the Cardinal side. They push it deep corner. Schaefer set, far side, Dykstra. Touched on the way through. Cabello, quick set. Pushed over, Chacoin. Good defense from UNI. Re-rack for Louisville. Kept up, Peterson. Schaefer to the middle. Oldendorf scores on the long rally.
That was that UNI defense. Really great job by UNI to keep that ball alive. We haven't seen them use their middle much, and they're super successful there with Oldendorf in the middle.
7-6 now. Panthers fighting back after giving up 3 straight points. Hartman's serve, a tough one. Got the ace.
UNI ties things up here. Good serve from Hartman. Let's see how Louisville responds.
All even at 7 apiece here in the 2nd set. Black shear from the middle. When you need a point, use one of those big middles, right, Jacqueline?
Yeah, she got elevated there on that kind of 1.5 ball in the middle of the court. You see Cabello just kind of throw that ball up, and she's able to turn that ball back to 1.
There's Chloe Chacoin. Schaefer uses the middle on her own side. Oldendorf with another kill.
I like UNI getting the middle involved, and they're able to do that because of the pass. Their passing these past few points has been really well done, making them able to get their middles involved.
It'll be Jaden Peterson. Cabello, near side, Peterson. And a lift called on the redshirt freshman Isabel Elliott on the UNI side. Gives the point to Louisville. They lead 9-8. Good down the line swing right there. And another big kill for Northern Iowa. They tie it up at 9.
That was a good kill by Lily Dykstra. She is one of their main go-to hitters. She actually leads the team with 4.17 kills a set, and that was just her 2nd kill on the day so far.
She was 2nd team All-Valley last year. Cabello tight to the net. One hand set. Cressy.
That was a beautiful set by Nilese Cabello. One-handed slide. Cressy's up right down the line for that kill.
Watching a talented setter and the way that they can just put the ball on a platter from any position is one of the most fun things about watching volleyball.
Yeah, it makes the game so fast when you have a setter that contacts the ball at such a high point.
Tipped across, Dykstra scores. Northern Iowa gets the point back. We're tied at 10. And Taryn Rice, the serving specialist, will come in. Trying to give the Panthers the lead here. And she does. An ace for Taryn Rice. And that's one way to avoid the big body in the middle of Kara Cressy. Just score with the serve.
That was a great serve there at Cameron Tran.
They serve at Strand again. Cabello on the slide. Cressy just has to tap it over. Chance for UNI to extend here. And they do. Hartman with the big swing.
UNI gaining some momentum. Louisville unable to get a good block touch there, which is what has made them be successful thus far in this game.
Rice trying to serve a third straight point. Tight to the net. Cabello comes near side. Peterson blocked on the way through, but too hot to handle. And Peterson has another kill. Give her 6.
You saw there Bixby on UNI side jumped with Cabello, the setter, left Peyton Peterson on this outside one-on-one.
12-11, Panthers in front. Peterson serve, taken by Rice. Reese Booth the set, near side, club. Kept up by Peterson. Comes near side, Chacoin blocked but out of bounds. Chacoin scores off the block, and we're tied at 12.
I think that went off Bixby's head. She seems to be okay.
She's got a little moisture in the eyeballs after that one. 12-all. Booth the set, far pin, touched across, and pushed over by Louisville. Overpass hammered back. The revenge of Bixby.
Great point there by UNI. They are hanging in there, playing their scrappy ball that they do.
They're so good on those scramble plays. And now Bixby back to serve. Cressy. Booth with the dig, but out of bounds.
Great swing there by Cressy. She went line a couple times. She took that one cross court. Reese Booth gets a hand on it, but not able to control it quite enough.
Tight second set, tied at 13. Molly Wilson, who also serves as a setter for this team. She had 32 assists in the match against St. John's earlier this year. They like her at the serving line. Set outside, Hartman rejected by Cabello.
Cabello getting some good blocks today as a setter. That's exactly what you want to see. 0.84 blocks a set for Cabello. That's really good numbers for a setter so far this year.
And Louisville regains the lead. Booth, near side, club, off hands. Wilson the set for Cabello. UNI pushes it across. Cabello the set, out of the middle, Chacoin. Kept up, Peterson, Hartman, kept it up off the block. Club pushed it to the deep corner, good diving save. Chacoin blocked again, kept up. Chacoin pushes it over, Hartman keeps it alive. Long rally here, Hartman blocked, and Louisville wins the extended rally.
That was one of those long rallies that we talked about early. Block after block, cover after cover. And finally, Louisville was able to come away with it.
15-13, the teams head to the benches for the mid-set break. Boy, what an entertaining second set between these two teams. Both have had their moments. Louisville, maybe they've taken control right now. It's been a tight second set. 3 points is the largest lead so far.
Yeah, I think one thing that Louisville's doing really well is they're spreading out the ball. They have 2 attackers with 6 kills, 1 with 5, and 2 with 3. On the season, they have 4 attackers hitting over 2 kills a set. That's going to be really hard to stop as an opposing team.
Number 4 Louisville and the favorites in the Mo Valley. The UNI Panthers putting on a show here on day 2. If you like volleyball, it's been fun to watch. And the Panthers showing that they can compete with the big dogs. They can run with some of the major programs in the country. This has not been a walkover at all.
Not one bit. And I think that Louisville has had to play some of their best volleyball. They look just as much, giving just as much effort as they did last night against the 18th ranked Bluejays. And UNI played a really great game last night against Rice. They swept Rice last night. They looked really impressive. So I wouldn't be surprised if they can get a set or two or win the match off Louisville today.
They got some work to do here, trailing 15-13 and down a set in the second. Teams back out to the floor now. And Louisville to serve. Molly Wilson trying to extend this back to 3. The largest lead for either side in this second set is 3. Overpass, Wilson. Kept up, blocked at the net, comes back under, and the Panthers say no. You will not get a 3-point lead. They cut it back to 1, 15-14.
That was a big point right there, like you just said. Could have been a 3-point swing. Instead, we got a 1-point game in the middle of this set.
In that 6-2 system, UNI changes the setter. It's the freshman, Schaefer, back to serve. Cabello, long push out to the pin. Chicoine couldn't get it to fall. Schaefer, quick set to the middle. Oldendorf gets the point. We're tied at 15.
Oldendorf again has been kind of the X factor this set for UNI. She gets a kill on that one set out of the middle.
And Louisville works the middle, and this time it's Hannah Sherman with the thump.
That was a big swing from Sherman out of the middle. She went right at the libero over there, Jaden Peterson. Too much heat on that one.
Niles Cabello, preseason All-ACC. These 4th-ranked Cardinals. Tough serve into the scorer's table. It's an ace.
That was the first ace of the match for Louisville. UNI has been really passing well. First ace of the match.
17-15, Louisville in front. Schaefer sets near side. Hartman, it's overpassed. Re-rack for the Panthers. Little miscommunication, and they can't sort it out. They weren't sure who was going to take that second ball. And it results in a point for the Cardinals and a timeout now for Bobby Peterson as the Panthers have slipped behind by 3. Good time to take the timeout?
I think it's a good time to take a timeout. Bobby Peterson, she's been around the game a long time. And she knows that once you get to 17, 18 points in a set, that's kind of the turning point. You either turn it on and you fight a little bit, or a team can roll over and start to let the other team creep up into that 22-23 range. So if the UNI Panthers want to make a push at it, I think now's the time.
Yeah, Bobby Peterson in her 26th season. She's a 9-time Mo Valley Coach of the Year. She was National Coach of the Year in 2002. Her career record at Northern Iowa, 613 wins. She's the all-time winningest head coach in Missouri Valley volleyball history.
Wow.
And she's lost only 220 matches.
That UNI program in the Midwest and nationally, it is known to recruit, retain, and be super competitive, not only in the Mo Valley, but also nationally. You saw them, we mentioned it last year, second round in the NCAA tournament against Louisville. And this season, I'm sure we'll have similar results coming up, going into the conference.
And they were 26-8. And a perfect 18-0 on their way to their 20th Missouri Valley title.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
They had a 21-match win streak last year. It says that's, I don't care what league you play in, you win 21 straight. That's impressive. 18-15, Louisville in front. Rice sets it up on the far side. What a diving dig by Schrand. Sets it up for Chicoine, and a good diving dig on the other side by Peterson. Hartman aiming for the back row. Cabello sets it up. Chicoine is blocked. See, he's on the Louisville side. They'll go far side. Blackshear Schaefer again to the middle. A little dink shot, kept alive. Back row attack, kept up by Peterson. Played over to Hartman. She'll just push across. Almost found the donut, set to the middle, blocked. Blackshear pushes it across. An awkward take for Schaefer, and Louisville wins another long rally.
Really great block and block touches by UNI there. That was probably their most successful block touch rally of the night. Seeing if they can keep it up here going into the red zone of this second set.
Out of the timeout, Louisville gets the point. They lead at 19-15. Another ace for Nialise Cabello. Served it right at Hartman. She couldn't handle it. And Bobby Peterson's going to take her second timeout now at 20-15.
Yeah, I think Coach Peterson really recognizes that it's probably now or it's not going to happen. UNI came out of that timeout a little bit sluggish, a little bit slow, seeing if they can regroup here.
Louisville is they just grind. They just win points seemingly when they shouldn't. It seems like a team that just has that instinct, that killer mentality, that they are not going to give you anything free. You're going to have to earn everything against them. We've seen diving digs and scramble plays. They have just produced points almost at will.
Yeah, that is an exhausting team emotionally to play against.
Right.
You think that you get the point, and then the next thing you know, it's up, there's a touch, it's a scramble play, and somehow they get a swing on it. The team that can score out of system the most is going to be the team that wins the game. And right now, Louisville is doing really good in the chaos of being able to put up a hittable ball control with that second touch, and then put away on the attack.
A lot of that is Cabello's ability to just set it from anywhere, right?
Yeah, she has a great touch on that second ball. Not only is she getting that great touch, she's able to keep the team in tempo even when the ball is past the 10-foot line, right? When the ball touches her hands, it is in control for the Louisville Cardinals. And she is getting all her hitters involved. I think she's kind of the whole package right now. Quick hands, good tempo, and good decision making.
Yeah, freshman of the year in the ACC for a reason. Still serving Cabello. The timeout works. Gets her out of rhythm, and UNI gets a point back, 20-16. It'll be Cassidy Hartman to serve. To the middle, Blackshear, overpass. Joust one on the UNI side, and they're within 3.
Great heads-up play there, following the ball over her shoulder.
Kept alive, played out of the back row by Peterson. Schaefer will try to set it up, far pin. Dykstra couldn't get it to go down. Chacoin blocked, it's down. Panthers within 2.
Great block set up there for UNI. 4 hands pressed low and over. Reese Robbins into the game. She played a lot last year for this Louisville team on the right side.
20-18. 3 straight points for Northern Iowa. Tough serve again from Hartman on the far side. Couldn't get it to go down off the hands of Sherman. Block stays on the UNI side, set to the middle. Dig by Dykstra, kept alive. Schrand pushed over by Chacoin. She found the open spot. What a heads-up play.
That was one of those examples of a team that can score even when they're out of system. Cabello took that first ball. Schrand had to put up a hittable second ball, and Chacoin was really smart, took a two-handed tip right cross court.
Boy, the Panthers had to feel like they were going to have it within 1 right there. But Chacoin with a heady play makes it 21-18. She'll serve it. Schaefer the set, near side, off hands, kept up by Peterson. Schaefer the re-rack, goes down the line off the hand of Dykstra. Chance for Louisville here. Peterson too long, no touch.
She tried to go high line right to that corner, a little bit too much on it there. Gives UNI another point.
2-point lead for the Cardinals, 21-19. Jaden Peterson, the libero. Overpass on the serve, put back down. Dykstra, Johnny on the spot. It's a 1-point game.
Great serve there by Peterson to force that overpass. And that also forces Louisville to call a timeout.
Dan Meskey's seen enough, had a 5-point lead, all but evaporate. They led it 20-15. And since then, the Panthers have outscored the Cardinals 5-1.
UNI playing air-free volleyball right now. They're putting the ball in play, allowing Louisville to make the airs, just outlasting the Cardinals on a few of these points.
And the serving, since that timeout taken by Bobby Peterson, you saw Hartman back there. She was serving really tough, making it hard for Louisville to get those in-system plays.
Yeah. Bobby Peterson took that timeout, and the team's looked a little bit different since then. You said it, 5-1 run. It was 20-15, and now it's 21-20. Seeing how Louisville comes out of this timeout, how UNI comes out of this timeout, I think it'll come down a lot to leadership on the court.
Boy, this is a huge point in this set right here. If UNI can get the match tied after being down 5 at 20-15, they're going to feel like they are in the driver's seat. I mean, as a player, when you're on the court and you make that run, come back late in a set from 5 points down, it's got to be a little extra juice, right?
Yeah, and it's an emotional game, right? Right now, UNI's on the high. They're trying to capitalize on this momentum that they have right now. Out of this timeout, you got to think that Louisville's going to try to go to Sherman in the middle.
We have not seen them try to use Reese Robbins at all yet since she's been in the match. She's a 6'5" junior out of Mansfield, Texas. Number 25 standing on the front row at the top of your picture. Jaden Peterson to try to level the match. Cabello, and they do exactly that. They use the middle. Jacqueline Taylor, Nostradamus. You called it.
Yeah, Louisville is in system with that pass. Cabello's got those nice high hands, able to set Sherman for a quick one in the middle.
The serve into the net. Point given right back on the service error.
It's a tough spot to miss a serve right there. You know you want to go aggressive on that serve. It's not always just trying to get a ball in the court, but trying to be aggressive. When the score gets to 20, though, you want to make sure that serve is in the court.
Reese Booth back in the game. She'll serve it. 22-21, Louisville in front. Cabello sets the slide. Kept up. Out to the far side. Dykstra off hands. Kept alive by Schran. Cabello will set it again. Peterson blocked. We're tied at 22.
Great dig there down the line by Jaden Peterson on that swing from Kara Cressy. Kara Cressy, one of the best middles in the nation, and Jaden Peterson just able to stand in there and dig that ball.
Regardless of how this set turns out, it's an incredible comeback by the Panthers. Another tough serve set to the middle, and just somehow, some way, Cressy gets it across the net.
It's a frustrating point for UNI. They did everything right. They were there. Just a little bit more press on that block, and you're able to get that back on the Louisville side. Cardinals
lead at 23-22. And Hannah Kenny will come in to serve. Booth the set, far side. Dykstra kept alive momentarily. Nobody there on the back door, and it's tied again.
That was an impressive turn and find from Cabello, but Kenny was unable to locate the ball in time before it touched the ground.
And now Taryn Rice, 2 points away from stealing a set from the Cardinal. Can she serve out the last two? Cabello will come near pin. Peterson, hard swing. Got it past Booth off the fingertips. And it's now set point for Louisville.
Really great swing for Peterson there. That's a hard swing to defend. She looks like she's going cross court. Then she does a no look down the line right at that setter.
Peterson serve. Kept up by Rice. Booth tight to the net. Goes far pin. Hartman dug out by Schran. Cabello to win the set. Chacoin. She's blocked. Pushed up. Back Chacoin again. And in the net, called on UNI. That's how the set comes to a close. The Cardinals stave off a late push by UNI to take set number 2. Teams head into the locker room with the number 4 Louisville Cardinals leading 2-0. But a valiant effort by the Panthers. We'll come back with set 3 after this break. It's the Bluejay Invitational right here from Omaha, Nebraska. Back with you here from the campus of Creighton University for the 2025 Blue Jay Invitational, match 2 of day 2. Louisville and Northern Iowa. John Schreiner, Jacqueline Taylor here along with you. Louisville's taken the first 2 sets. They had a very stiff challenge from the Panthers in set 2. For set 3 here, Jacqueline, what's the difference for UNI? What can they change? What can they modify? What's the key for the Panthers to not go down in a 3-0 sweep?
Yeah, I think it's continuing to use their middles. You saw Oldendorf get involved there in the middle of that second set, and that was really successful, UNI. Kirsten Bernthal-Booth used to always say it, the best and worst thing about volleyball is you start at 0-0.
Yeah.
You finish a game, you start right back at 0-0. It's bad for the winning team, good for the losing team, but UNI was riding a lot of momentum there at the end of the second set. So they got to keep up that momentum, start strong here in the third set in order to stay in this game.
Here we go for the third set. Louisville looking for the sweep. They'll start it off with their setter, Cabello, serving. UNI goes to the far pin, but it's kept alive. All the way back to Hartman on the back row. High ball to the near side, and that's blocked out of bounds. Kalia Club gets the first point. Serve into the net gives Louisville the point, 1-1. And it's Chloe Chacoin back to serve. 7 kills on the match for Chacoin. Booth, the set, far side, Club, blocked out of bounds. Panthers take the 2-1 lead early on in set 3.
You see early that UNI has really trying to be going to their right side. I think they have keyed in that smaller block is on the outside attacker, trying to use those hands a bit more, having a bit more success.
Far side, Peterson rejected, but in the net is the call. And the Panthers disagree wholeheartedly, and Bobby Peterson may pull the green card, and she will.
The net was moving. It was hard to tell if it was the ball. I think it may have been the ball, may have been the arm.
Big swing right here early on in this set. With the call, it's 2-2.
Club was pretty adamant that she was not in the net.
We'll see what the review produces. Could be a 3-1 lead for UNI if the challenge goes their way. And you saw Bobby Peterson standing on the sideline, holding that green card down by her waist, kind of head cocked, looking at her team on the floor like, did you do it?
She was. You can tell that her players really respect her.
And there was a net violation, so the point stays with Louisville. Camden Schran, the libero, back to serve it. Booth the set, far side, big swing by Club. Kept alive by Louisville, free ball across. Booth to the middle, Oldendorf. You called it. You said they need to get the middles involved. They're scoring with that middle attack from Oldendorf.
They are scoring on that middle attack. That was a great run. Louisville got a little tripped up there between Chacoin and Peterson. Looks like everyone's okay.
3-2 Panthers in front. Schaefer the serve. Cressy tools the block and scores on the slide. Tied at 3. Hannah Kenny will do the serving. Back row attack. Dykstra blocked in the middle. Peterson got up to stuff it.
Good idea there by UNI to run Dykstra on that back row attack. Louisville was ready on the other side of the net.
Second serve for Kenny. It's a short one. To the middle. Oldendorf didn't get much on it. Push to the far pin. Peterson overpass. She'll try to put it down and does.
Peterson to Peterson to Peterson on that play.
That's what it was.
That sister-sister connection. She set her up for that overpass kill.
Third serve for Kenny. Peterson outside Hartman. Good cross-court overpass. And it comes down on the Louisville side. Hartman gets the kill on the overpass. Just as Louisville did a point ago.
Yep, trickles down just as Cressy is landing. Got caught between her and the net there.
5-4. Cardinals in front. Hartman the serve. Tough serve. She got the ace. Schrand couldn't get down underneath it in time, and we're tied at 5. Hartman's been good serving today.
She has been, and a couple aces there on Schrand.
She goes deep corner. That's too wide. Thought she saw something in that back corner, but just couldn't paint the line. Peyton Peterson. Set from Schaefer to the middle. Oldendorf is blocked, kept alive. Near side Dykstra, no touch.
Even with Oldendorf getting blocked there, I still don't think you go away from her. That's really making the Kara Cressy on Louisville's side respect the outside, the middle blocker of UNI a little bit more, leaves a bigger seam for Lily Dykstra at the outside.
Long push to Dykstra. It touches off the tape and falls. 7-6 now.
Dykstra is going to have to get crafty to find ways to score here. There's 6 kills, 6 errors.
Another tough serve from the Panthers. Chacoin, good dig by Peterson. Near side Dykstra. Schrand was there. Chacoin finds an open spot on the floor.
Chacoin hasn't had the most success tonight with her powerful attacks. However, she has been able to find the open spot with her tips, her two-hand tips, deep corners, to still find ways to score for Louisville.
Now she's got 8 kills and just 2 errors. 8-6 the score. Louisville in front. Dykstra. Good cut shot there.
That's a good swing by Lily Dykstra. If UNI can get Dykstra going a little bit more, I think UNI is going to be in a good position for the rest of this set.
1 point lead for Louisville. Booth checking the serving call. Who will she target? Looking in that back corner at Chacoin, but it was well out of bounds. She didn't get enough drop on it. (9-7) the lead. We're back to Cabello at the service line. Tough take for Peterson. Dykstra couldn't find the line, and a couple of attack errors have Louisville in front 10-7.
UNI's got to find a way to extend the rally here. If the ball's not perfect, how can you make Louisville a little bit more out of system?
Booth, the set to the middle. Bixby couldn't get it to go down. Free pass across. Good chance for UNI here. Far side, Dykstra got it through the block.
Good ball there. I like them running Dykstra behind the setter, behind Reese Booth there. Gives a little bit different look to the Louisville defense to have to stop her.
10-8. Rice sends it over, and it's an ace. What happens on that when that ball comes off sideways, Jacqueline? It looked like Strand was in perfect position and the ball just shot off to the side.
Yeah, she could have been a little unbalanced there, or her feet were moving just a bit, makes the ball redirect to not the direction you want it.
10-9. Robbins couldn't find the angle. And now we're tied at 10.
Robbins in for Blackshear here again in this third set.
That was her first attack, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was.
Cabello saves it. Robbins puts that one down. They go right back to her after she missed the previous shot. She puts it away. Cardinals back in front 11-10. Here's Chacoin. Far side, good swing. Excellent set from Booth to set up Club.
That was a great pass there to start that pass set attack. Really great volleyball from UNI.
Tied at 11. Bixby sends it over. Robbins, she's blocked, kept alive by Cabello, but nobody home. Panthers take the lead. And a timeout on the floor. Dan Meske wants to chat about it with his side.
Another close set here in the third. You see both teams have balanced out their attack quite a bit. A lot of different players getting involved in this match. You're not seeing one player step away.
8 kills on 18 swings in this set for UNI. 5 kills on 10 swings for Louisville. So the Cardinal more efficient, just more opportunities for the Panthers in this third set.
Yeah, I think that UNI is getting a lot of great digs on the defensive side, allowing them to play in transition, trying to keep the ball in system fast is what they're trying to do best to beat that Louisville block.
Panthers have been serving well. They lead the aces category 4-2 in this one, so their serving has not let them down. They've been right in this thing, and the numbers bear that out. This has been a close match between an unranked Northern Iowa Panthers squad and the number 4 team in the country.
I think when things get tight here, UNI cannot go away from that middle attack. Oldendorf was really effective in that third set. They tried to use her a bit, second set, they tried to use her a bit early in this third set. They got to keep going to her, even in these tight situations.
Yeah, she's got 4 kills and no errors, so it's been effective. Bixby will remain the server.
Interesting change here, leaving Robbins in the game for Blackshear. Be interested to see if Louisville continues to go for her.
Cabello sets near side, using the block well. Hannah Sherman.
There's that slide again. Louisville has been really effective on that slide all night.
We have not seen them go to Cressy very much at all since that first set. Near side, Hartman blocked right back into her chest. And Louisville retakes the lead at 13-12.
Big block up there with Reese Robbins. Little bit of seam, but she's able to drop that inside hand.
Peterson sets it up for Hartman. It's blocked, but out of bounds. Tied again at 13.
Hartman again going into that big block, this time using the block. Right off the corners, able to tool it out of bounds.
Freshman setter Kate Schaefer back in. Robbins out of the middle, got it. They ran Robbins inside a little bit off that right side, and she found an opening.
I like that pattern for Louisville. They did it with Blackshear too, running her in front as a little mix-up from running her behind the setter.
Serve from Kenny with Louisville leading 14-13. Set to the middle, Oldendorf. Blocked, comes back to UNI. Cross-court swing kept up by Chacoin. Peterson and pushed across. Schaefer, far side. Hartman off the fingertips of Kenny. We're tied at 14.
Really great swing there for UNI, going right in the cross court. A little bit too much power on it. Goes right through the hands of Kenny in the back row.
And now Hartman will serve. Set the slide for Cressy. It's blocked. Cressy again. Second time. Big point for Louisville. They take the lead at 15-14.
There's that slide. The UNI block a little bit slow to set up there, able to hit right in that hole.
Here's Peyton Peterson. Good serve. Kept alive by Louisville. Chacoin coming inside. Pancake dig Peterson. They can't keep it up. And that, we have seen Chacoin do that a few times tonight, just finding the open space on the floor.
And it's scored pretty much every time.
Every time.
You see that two-hand tip being used more and more in college volleyball, professional volleyball.
Well, with the change to the double contact rule, it's easier to pull off, right?
Well, with the double contact rule, if it goes over the net, it can still be a double.
Chacoin can't get it to go down. Dykstra missed it wide. Three-point lead for the Cardinals. Some moisture on the court. They need to get cleaned up. And the Panthers will use this opportunity to take a timeout.
Similar feeling to that second set, right? We're right in the middle of this set. UNI calls a timeout, seeing how they're going to come out of this timeout and respond to try to salvage this match.
Panthers responded well out of the timeout in that second set. They were down 20-15 and came all the way back to tie it, but ended up ultimately falling as Louisville got the final 2 points. We'll see what they have out of this timeout.
If you remember, Louisville had 7 blocks in that first set. In the second and third, they've only had 4 total. It's a pretty big difference. Has kept UNI close.
Have you seen a change in the way the Panthers are approaching the attack that has maybe made that possible? It seemed like they were hitting right into the block a lot in that first set.
Yeah, you're correct, John. In that first set, they were really going at the meat of that block, right? The Louisville block is really good at getting low and pressed over. Even though they're big, they're low and over, really penetrating that neck. UNI has adjusted by going at the corners, going at the high hands, able to tool the block a bit more. If the block's going to be big, you might as well use it to your advantage. So UNI has done a really great job. I would still like to see Dykstra get going a little bit more. Their team really rides on her, so if she can get a few here and there, I think UNI will be in a really good position. 3-point
lead for the Cardinals out of the timeout by the Panthers. And it's still Peyton Peterson to serve it. Pivotal point right here in this match. Dykstra, too long. She was way underneath it. Might have mistimed the jump slightly, and that pushes the lead to 4 for Louisville.
Yeah, just a little bit of a miss there from Dykstra.
Dykstra again, cuts it across the court this time. Not underneath that one.
I love that they go right back to her.
Can Jaden Peterson go on a serving run? Good start. Cabello, Cressy, blocked. Pushed to the far side this time. Chacoin can't get it to go down. Pushed across by Dykstra. Louisville scrambles, gets it back to Chacoin. Dug on the back by Hartman to the middle. Bixby finds the open zone in the donut.
Great job by both teams to stay in that rally, getting the defensive touches they need, and then UNI turning it into offense, running their middle. And Bixby finds the middle of that court.
Lead cut in half. It's down to 2, 18-16. Too deep on the serve from Peterson. It was close. But Louisville just let it slide out of bounds.
Louisville had to think about that one for a second.
Molly Wilson in to serve. 3-point game. Cardinals trying to close out a 3-set victory. Schaefer, back row, Hartman off the tape and kept up. Chacoin is blocked. Chacoin again, a dig on the back row. And down the line it goes. Off the hands and out of bounds. A good scoring shot by the freshman Isabel Elliott.
Great swing there down the line off the hands for Elliott. The double sub comes in for UNI, so now we got Clubb in on the right side instead of Elliott.
And now we're going to get another review. They're going to check for a net violation. Is that what I saw?
I think that is correct. Louisville wanted to challenge for UNI net violation earlier in that rally.
Could be a big swing right here. Panthers have got it back to within 2.
This is this is another big one. So if Louisville ends up getting the point, it'd be 20-16. It's a big difference.
2-point swing this late in set 3 could be big.
UNI is also in its starting rotation right now, so you think that they want to stay in this rotation, get a few points, 1 or 2 tie it up, and then grind to the end of this set, try to get the set win.
How much do you think that influences the decision to challenge right there? If you're in a rotation that you like versus maybe one that you weren't, you just let it go and get out of that one.
Yeah, I think it depends if you're serving or receiving, right?
Right.
Right now, UNI has Clubb in the front row, who's been really great, Dykstra and Bixby. I think they'd like to get Oldendorf back up there. Bixby has been getting her kills here and there, but Oldendorf is really that game changer in the second set. We're one rotation away from there here, but Louisville challenged this one. I'm not sure it plays a huge role in what rotation you're in. I think just trying to win the point, no matter what, is the end game.
Makes sense. More points, better.
Exactly. That's how you win.
19-17 the score. Louisville completed a 4-set victory over number 18 Creighton last night, trying to get the win here tonight over the Panthers of Northern Iowa. It's a long review going on. And they were checking for a net violation by UNI. Point was given to the Panthers.
We got a dance-off going on in the crowd.
Here's the announcement.
Point stays with UNI.
So it's 19-17. Reese Booth, the server. The Panthers are going to make a run. Now would be a good time. Cabello, Chacoin, off hands. Booth tight to the net. Far side off the block and down. How about Kalia Clubb? And a timeout for Louisville as the Panthers have cut it down to 1.
That was a great in-system set for the Panthers. Reese Booth had all 3 options available. Hard to defend on the Cardinals side. She's able to set Clubb behind her and get the tool off the block.
19-18. Panthers trying to extend the match. They will face Creighton tomorrow in the second game on day 3. And that should be a fun one.
Yeah, that's always a fun one. UNI Creighton used to be in the Missouri Valley together way back when.
And the series history between those two is interesting. They obviously played each other a ton, but in the overall series, it's Northern Iowa by a lot. Creighton's won the last 11 since joining the Big East in 2013. But overall, UNI has dominated that series. And obviously, Creighton's program is elevated to a different level. Multiple Elite Eight appearances, and under Kirsten Bernthal-Booth, Creighton volleyball became one of the premier programs in the country, not just in the region. So that should be a fun renewal of that rivalry. Back to action here. 19-18 Louisville in front. Booth to serve it. On the slide, it's blocked. Sherman rejected, and the Panthers have come back to tie it.
That was a great block set up by Lily Dykstra, and you got to think that Bobby Peterson talked about that in the timeout, that they were going to run that slide behind, and Dykstra was ready for it.
Second ball from Cabello kept up. Dykstra got another. Panthers lead.
Dykstra is the heart of this team. When she is on, this team is on. This is one of Louisville's weaker rotations with only 2 hitters up there. You see they're subbing in a new middle here along with Chloe Chacoin in the front row. Cabello tried to dump on that last rotation, wasn't successful.
Addison McCoon, the freshman, enters in the front row. Good serve from Booth. Joust at the net. Put back down. Northern Iowa by 2.
That was a great play there for the freshman on UNI Bixby. She stayed disciplined. UNI's been serving zone 1 here in Tran.
They do it again. Overpass. Put away. Panthers by 3.
Great serve there by Reese Booth, able to get that overpass. They pulled Kenny out of serve receive here.
Chacoin can't get it down. Booth. Dykstra off hands. She's on fire.
Dykstra's coming along around when UNI needs it the most. 11 kills now for Dykstra.
A 7-0 scoring run with Booth at the service line.
Alana Bankston subs in. She is a Omaha native. Millard West graduate.
Making the return trip home. UNI leads at 23-19, and that will end the 7-0 scoring run. Booth sends it long. And what can Louisville do with the serve now? It is Nialise Cabello.
She had a couple aces there.
2 aces in the match. Dykstra the tip, off the net, pushed across. Re-rack for UNI to the far side, kept alive. Chacoin blocked, kept up by Louisville, pushed over. Booth sets it up, Dykstra. Schrand a good dig. Cabello outside, Chacoin with the pushover. Long rally here. Far pin, blocked and kept alive again. Dykstra, blocked. Dykstra again. It's long, no touch. Point Louisville.
That was an incredible point on both ends, playing relentless defense. I like those looks that Dykstra was getting. She's got to keep swinging.
And Bobby Peterson having a chat with the down official. No green card pulled. Cardinals trail by 2, 23-21. Cabello's serve is deep. It's set point for UNI.
Big point there. Cassidy Hartman's now in the front row. She's had the hot hand at times in this match as well.
Taryn Rice, the serving specialist. Cabello pushed to the far side. Chicoine off the shoulder of Rice. Booth to win it. Got it. The Panthers take a set from number 4 Louisville. And the match is extended.
Great swing there by Club to end. Little bit off, she goes cross court right inside that line.
Set 4 between Louisville and Northern Iowa coming your way from DJ Sokol Arena in Omaha. We get a 4th set here in Omaha. Number 4 Louisville and Northern Iowa. And what a response in that 3rd set by the Panthers. It looked like Louisville was taking control of that match. They had a 3-point lead and then a 7-0 scoring run by the Panthers pushed them into the lead, and they just held on to get the 25-21 set victory. And that, even if Northern Iowa ends up falling in this match, that's going to be a point of pride for this team.
Yeah, I was really impressed with how Northern Iowa came out in that 3rd set. They lost that emotional heartbreaker in that 2nd set. They were able to come out. It was kind of a grind of a set. They were down again. I think it was 21-17 or 16 maybe, and they were able to come back and win that 3rd set.
But the Panthers won't be in it for a moral victory. They've got the momentum right now. You come out of that locker room, you get the 3rd set win, you start thinking reverse sweep.
Yeah, and I think in the back of this UNI mind, this team's mind, if I had to guess, it's that 2nd round matchup last year in the NCAA tournament. They want to get their revenge on Louisville beating them in that close 5-setter last year.
4th set underway. It's Booth who had a great serving run in the third set. And they go right away to Blackshear, who we did not see much of in that third set. She comes out and scores right away.
That was an insanely high contact point there for Blackshear.
First point of the fourth set to Louisville. Schran the serve. Booth sets it over her head. It's blocked back the other way. And Cressy, all 6'6" of her, puts it back down. Two 0 Louisville. Dykstra, she's blocked but out of bounds. And Dykstra has come to life in the second half of this match.
That's great news for UNI. Dykstra has scored the majority of that endgame points in set 3, and now she's off to a strong start in set 4 as well.
13 kills on the night for Dykstra. Cabello, one-hand set. Blackshear puts it down. Beautiful play for Louisville.
That was a good run there. Once again, Cabello able to use that one hand, put the ball up there for Blackshear. You get the ball high, and she's able to swing over.
The balanced attack for Louisville, they do not have a player with double-digit kills.
That's impressive. 3 of them have 9.
Hartman got it. And she matches Lily Dykstra with her 13th kill. Cabello set on the slide. Cressy, what a hammer. Came right off the shoulder of Reese Booth.
Reese has been in the right spots to take those balls. She's just hard to control when it's coming that fast.
Cressy can just generate so much velocity with those long arms. Booth will set it this time near side, and it's a good swing for Kalia Clubb.
She has been the X factor. That's her 10th kill, only 2 errors.
She's inching up near a season high. She had 12 against Iowa State in the big win for Northern Iowa in the in-state rivalry. Cressy just pushed it across. Hartman blocked, kept alive. Hartman again off hands, pushed up. Near side, Chacoin. Set from Schaefer. And the block is out of bounds. Isabel Elliott gets in on the act, and we're tied at 4.
Great job there by Elliott. She's been quietly chipping away, getting kills when UNI needs them.
Cressy uses the hands and scores. Quick answer from Louisville. Cardinals will go to their serving specialist, Molly Wilson. Hartman. Wide. Thought there might have been a touch, but the call from the official says no, and it's 6-4 Louisville.
I thought so too, but no argument on any parts.
I thought I heard that little click of a finger.
I thought so too.
Hartman on the right side this time. It's dug out of the back. Pushed across by Chacoin. Schaefer will set it. Hartman, cross court, no. She missed it again.
Great dig there by Peterson on that play.
Cardinals lead 7-4. Hartman, they are feeding her here in the third. Chacoin with the tip, stays on the Louisville side, joust at the net, pushed over. Peterson sets it up for Hartman. Good dig on the back row. Chacoin, hard swing blocked. Oldendorf, Hartman, the block. And the lead is down to 2.
Chacoin has played error-free volleyball tonight. She only has 2 errors. 9 kills, but she has 45 attempts. She's taken a lot of attempts, more than double any other player for this Louisville team.
Using the block, Anna Sherman gets Louisville the point. Lead back to 3 at 8-5. Sherman up to 7 kills now. Cabello's serve. Tough one, overpassed, put back down by Sherman. Make it 8. And an early timeout used by Bobby Peterson. You can see not the same level of focus that they had in that third set. Just a little bit loose on some of those receives. Wants to talk it over with her group as the lead is grown to 4 for Louisville.
Yeah, you don't want to get down by too many points in a 4th set to the number 4 team in the country. You're going to have to find ways to score here. I think that means going away from Hartman a little bit and using her only when you need her to make her a little bit more efficient.
Is maybe losing that third set a bit of a wake-up call for Louisville? Locks in the focus a little bit more?
Yeah, I think Louisville's been respecting UNI all night, but after that third set, UNI played a really great game. Louisville's got to lock it in just a little bit more, and they came out and did just that in the start of this 4th set.
Nine to 5, Cardinals in front. Cressy has reached double digits in kills now. She's up to 11, just the 1 error. And she's added 6 blocks to the resume tonight.
Chacoin having 45 attempts, and then the next highest is Peyton Peterson with 21. That really sticks out to me.
They have tried to get Chacoin involved a lot tonight, and she's had her struggles. I mean, she hasn't hit bad shots. They've just been sent back the other way more often than not.
She's a big leader for this team, too. You can see her trying not to get frustrated with herself. She's doing a good job of continuing to lead this team.
Out of the timeout, Cabello to serve it. Far pin, good swing from Dykstra. Is that what they drew up in the timeout?
I think that may be part of it. They were able to set a nice in-system ball there. Kind of split the block a bit for Louisville.
9-6, Peterson to serve. Cabello. Chacoin got that one.
Out of system there. Chacoin takes a little bit off for that roll shot. She's able to get around the block.
Chloe Chacoin, junior out of Lafayette, Indiana. She's also on the Player of the Year watch list and was preseason All ACC. Schaefer sets it near side. It's blocked. Sherman with the rejection, and it's now a 5-point lead for Louisville.
Elliott swung there a little bit low and inside was that set. She swung right into Sherman. I'd like to see her go off that outside hand of Peterson. Try to tool that block.
Second serve for Chacoin. Targeting Dykstra. Out of the back row, Hartman. Chacoin the dig. Cabello pushed it tight to the net. Blocked and goes over to the UNI side. Kept alive, Cabello. And free push across. Chance for UNI here. To the middle, got it. Bixby.
Great run there. I really like that set from freshman Schaefer. She's a little bit off the net. Bixby's able to get in front of her and run a successful one.
11-7. Here's Reese Booth. She served the big rally that gave UNI the lead in set number 3. Pushed over. Booth to the far pin. Big swing for Dykstra.
That was a great swing from Dykstra. We did not see her swinging like that early in this match. She's really turned it on here at the end of that third set, beginning of this fourth.
Went for the power swing on that one, and it paid off. Blackshear, just as she did to start the match, puts one away.
They love to set her on that 1.5 in front of the setter. She likes to hit that zone 5 every time.
If you're Bobby Peterson, how long do you wait to take that second timeout? Do you save it?
I think you see what this point holds. Depends how it ends. It's a bad answer.
Hartman out of the back row. Wide. The lead is back to 5 for Louisville.
I like that swing. I think you give it 1 or 2 more, not too many more.
13-8. Outside for Club. And an awkward set. Blackshear did just enough to get it across. Club again. Got that one.
Great swing there from Club. She snuck it under that inside hand of Cressy.
Club now up to 11. 3 Panthers in double-figure kills tonight. Rice to serve it. And it's long. Point given right back, and the lead is 5 again. Kenny. Booth pushes it, far pin. Hartman rejected. And here comes the block for Louisville. It's a 6-point lead.
Good block set up there. Hartman really only had one place to go with that ball. She hit right into that block. Good, strong block set up for Louisville.
14th block of the match for the Cardinals. Near side, down the line, in the corner. What a shot.
It was a great swing there, just painting that end line.
Callie, Club once again. Cressy just tips it over. Had an empty zone and put it down.
We talked about Chacoin might not be having her best hitting night, but she has been passing great in that back row.
Peterson serve. Pushed across by Club. Cabello. Chacoin got it down. Crafty shot from Chacoin.
Great spot there right over that block.
17-10. Hartman blocked. Club kept up. Chacoin pushed across. Set to the middle. Oldendorf blocked. Hartman blocked. Kept alive and played across. Louisville can end the rally right here, and Cressy does it.
It's a great point for Kara Cressy. I'm not sure how UNI got that cover ball up, and neither was Kara Cressy, and then she's able to put away on that slide.
And here comes the timeout from Bobby Peterson at 18-10. And it has been all Louisville.
UNI has shown signs here in this 4-set, but they just haven't been able to put more than 1 or 2 points together in order to close that gap.
The 3-0 scoring run for Louisville. They led 15-10. Those 3 points have pushed it out into the danger zone. Bobby Peterson wants to try and stem the tide a little bit with this timeout. Louisville still has both their timeouts remaining in this set.
Kara Cressy, 13 kills, hitting .571.
She's incredible.
Yeah, that is why she's on the National Player of the Year watch list.
When you have that much size and you pair it with a mountain of talent, I don't know how you stop it.
No, she is one of the best in the game, that is for sure.
So Panthers all smiles as they return to the court. And we'll see if the timeout produces the desired result for Bobby Peterson and the UNI Panthers. Trying to break up the serving rally of her own daughter, Peyton Peterson. Good serve, near side, club, couldn't get it to fall. Back row attack, Peterson too long.
Great swing there again from club. Got the Cardinals out of system. Now we get the double sub.
And Schaefer back in. Use a long serving rally from her.
Yep.
First one's good. Cressy hard off the block. Schaefer pushes outside for Hartman. It was touched at the net. Hartman gets credit for the kill. And it's 18-12, back-to-back points for UNI.
That was a great block touch by Hartman and Oldendorf, slowing down Kara Cressy's attack.
And the freshman dumps it into the back line. It's an ace. Chacoin just threw it down.
She has gone away from any kind of powerful attack, but she is so smart with that ball. She's scoring in other ways.
Leave it to your emotional leader to come up with a big point when the other side is looking for a big rally. Tipped across, got it.
Smart play there.
Isabel Elliott, I believe.
Yeah, on the outside. Smart play there by Isabel Elliott. With Molly Wilson serving, she was just getting set. Tip right over the block.
Here's the best server of the night for UNI, Hartman. On the slide, it's blocked. Sherman couldn't get it through. Out of the back row, pushed over by Peterson. In system for the Panthers, miscommunication and 4 contacts for UNI. Cardinals first to 20. Blackshear comes back in the front row. She's been effective here in this 4th set. Cabello 5 points away. Outside, it's Dykstra. Who else?
Great swing there, right in the cross court. In the middle of that seam, left a big seam there with that in-tempo set.
20-15. This is right where Louisville was in set 1, and UNI came back to make it close. Blackshear couldn't get it down. Dykstra again. This one dug by Schrand. Near side, Chacoin, another nifty play. Got it to go again.
Chacoin once again being crafty with it. They have ran Blackshear in that serve receive rotation in front on that 1.5 every time. I think that was the first time it didn't score.
Chacoin now tied for the team lead with 13 kills, but it's taken her 50 swings to get there. 21-15, Chacoin the serve. It's a good one. Near side. Kept up. Pushed to the far pin. Blackshear. Boy, she did a lot with very little on that one. It was not an ideal set, but she found an opening.
Once again, she's just able to go over that block as just a freshman. I think her ceiling, her potential is so high for these next 4 years.
22-15. Put back down. Sherman on the overpass.
Good serve there by Chacoin, forcing that overpress. Sherman going towards that back line.
2 points away now for Louisville. Peterson cross court, but wide. And just a little bit of life there for the Panthers. They still trail by 7, 23-16.
That was a little bit different look. UNI ran Lily Dykstra on the 2-ball in the middle.
Serve from Booth, taken by Schrand. Peterson, dug out by her sister. Rolled across. Cabello, Blackshear. Boy, she has been money here in the 4th. Makes it match point for Louisville.
Once again, she's just able to go right over that block. Hard to dig a ball.
Camden Schrand to try and serve it out. Off the block, Dykstra got another, and they stave off one set point. 17th kill of the night for Lily Dykstra. Serve from Rice. Into the net, that's it. The service error gives Louisville the victory. A hard-fought match for the UNI Panthers. They've got something to be proud of. They took a set from the number 4 team. Most coaches will not be into moral victories, but through 3 sets of this match, Jacqueline, they gave Louisville everything they wanted. The 4th set just got away from them a little bit.
Yeah, I think UNI, we knew it. UNI is a really, really great team. They got better as the match went on. They fell a little bit there in the 4th set, but that 2nd, 3rd set, they got better and better, was able to take a set off of Louisville. And Lily Dykstra in specific, that 1st set she had 1 kill, then she had 4, then she had 7. She was just heating up as the match go on. If they can find that consistency a little bit sooner and keep it a little bit more, they're going to win a lot of matches this season.
And what impressed me the most about Louisville tonight, I think, was even when it's not going right, they can find ways to score. Even when they don't look like they're playing their best volleyball, they can still find points in different ways. And that's the hallmark of a great team.
Yeah, I think they had such a balanced attack, and they have had all season. All 5 of their attackers can score at any point. You saw it when some people were struggling, others stepped up. They're a really outside heavy team in Chacoin and Peterson, and tonight they were not their star attackers. I think that Blackshear, Sherman, Cressy, I think that they all had a great night and were able to help spread that offense just a little bit more. Well,
this was a fun one, a really entertaining match. Louisville gets the victory in 4 sets. They take down the Panthers of UNI, and Louisville will look to win the Bluejay Invitational tomorrow when they take on Rice in the first match of the day tomorrow. I'll be back with you for all the action on Sunday, the final day of this Bluejay Invitational. And once again, the final score 3-1. Louisville takes the victory tonight. For my partner, Jacqueline Taylor, fabulous job tonight. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. You too, John.
All right, we will see you tomorrow for the conclusion of the Bluejay Invitational. That's all for tonight from DJ Sokol Arena in Omaha.